Hello QLers and welcome to a new episode of Qatar Living's The Week in Review, your weekly news bulletin where we take you through the top stories that happened this week in Qatar so that you wouldn't miss a thing. Stay with us. Let us start this week by giving you all the latest updates about the ongoing Gulf crisis. All the major newspapers this week revolved around a couple of stories. The first one being the visit of the U.S Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson. Mr. Tillerson said that he has little hope that the month-long Gulf diplomatic crisis will be resolved soon, blaming the Saudi-led group of countries for their lack of progress. And on Tuesday, the Emir of Kuwait, Sheikh Sabah al-Sabah, warned of the collapse of the Gulf Cooperation Council should the crisis with Qatar remain unresolved.
لأن الأزمة الخليجية لها نتائج بالغة الضرر والدمار على أمن دول الخليج وشعوبها.
And in a statement said by Qatar's Foreign Minister, Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdurrahman Al Thani, he said that Doha hailed the speech by the Kuwaiti leader and it does not want to escalate the situation. This week as well, there was a test drive for the Msheireb city tram. The tram took its first tour around the new downtown of Doha. Msheireb is a planned city that is starting to take shape. Once it's finished, it is going to be an entire new downtown, and the new tram is going to be connected to Qatar's metro as well as to Souq Waqif. What else do we have this week? This one is interesting. A new law has been passed this week where you can get fined up to 25,000 riyals for littering in public places. You should think twice before throwing any rubbish in the street. Not that you should be doing that anyway. Singapore has some of the toughest laws when it comes to these things, and you can see when you go there how clean the country is. So I hope these laws would help us make our city as clean as possible. Another interesting story that happened last week. Now we finally have a drive-in cinema, just like the one you see in the Flintstones. Aspire Park has announced that it opened its first drive-in cinema. There is enough parking space for up to 80 cars and watch movies, the live coverage of mega sport events. The price is a bit hefty. I mean, it's 150 riyals to go there, but I would definitely give it a try. Okay, what else do we have? We got more entertainment news, more places that you can go to, especially for those who are adrenaline junkies. Anyway, Bounce Qatar has just opened its doors. It's the largest of its kind in the Middle East. It's basically a giant sprint-loaded playground full of trampolines. If you want to pretend that you're a gymnast, hit Bounce Qatar. So these were all the stories that we have for you this week. If you like this video and you want us to do more of the QL Week in Review, please share this video with all your friends and leave comments down below telling us what do you think about the stories that we covered this week and what stories you think we should cover for the next episode. Oh, and one more thing. Send us a video or a picture of something interesting that you've done this week or this weekend here in Qatar. It could be visiting a new restaurant, or it could be that you found out about a new hangout place here in Qatar. Send us the video through Snapchat or Instagram, or share it with us through this hashtag. And if you're lucky, we might feature it on next week's episode of QL's Week in Review. I'll see you guys next week, and I'll leave you now with this week's featured videos. Bye for now.
Hi Qatar Living, check this out. It's an Arabian ice cream corner in Medina Khalifa. They have lots of different flavors, and my favorite is blueberry.